Welcome back. We have a full week ahead.
Stay tuned for the heads up for the week.
And also have a new word of the week. We'll be right back. It's Monday, February 3rd, 2014. This is Brandon Patterson.
This is Angelina Chavez. As usual, we have a day to celebrate, and this one is for Mr. Cordova.
Yeah, apparently there's a town in Alaska named after him.
Cordova, Alaska has an annual ice worm festival celebrate today, in which an ice worm king and queen are chosen among other festivities.
So everyone be sure to wish Mr. Cordova a happy Cordova Ice Worm Day.
We're sure that he'll appreciate that as well as understand what you are talking about.
Time to move on now.
Teachers, please check to see who is showing respect by wearing the proper uniform.
Uniforms are not only part of school culture, but they are also a part of many jobs.
Respect our school and come in dressed properly.
Please reward students that are showing respect by being in proper uniform with 3 Mars stamps.
Now to explore today's Mars behaviors a bit more deeply.
We need to be respectful at all times.
Respect can take many forms.
You can show respect by dressing properly for where you are.
For example, wearing your uniform to school.
Or nice clothes at formal gatherings such as a meeting or interview.
Now, on to some reminders.
After-school detention continues this week.
ASD will run Monday through Wednesdays every week, although rumor has it that we might also get it on Thursdays and even Friday.
Friday, huh? That'd be entirely unpleasant.
No kidding. So to avoid this, try getting to class on time, especially after lunch.
And other things that you can do to avoid ASD and Saturday school include
doing your homework,
reading AR books and earning points on them,
and completing accelerated math objectives.
And as always, detention trumps tutoring or athletic practice.
Now be warned that if you skip ASD, there are consequences.
First time, you'll get Saturday school.
Which brings us to what went on this past Saturday.
The first attempt went well.
And those that thought that they would be clever and decide to not go to Saturday school did get a day of out-of-school suspension.
So to summarize, wear the right uniform, get to class on time, do well in class, you won't suffer the consequences.
In other words, it's just much easier to be responsible and do what you need to do.
Such as gaining your required AR points per quarter and getting your accelerated math objectives done.
Quit wasting time in class.
But before we move on from the topic of Saturday school, we have an update.
There may be one this weekend.
And transportation will be provided.
Saturday school runs from 9 a.m. until noon.
Snacks are provided.
Anyway, and any poor behavior will just result in you getting another day in Saturday school.
So just display proper behavior throughout your day.
The types of behavior that may earn you a positive note home.
And be sure to get those in for a prize drawing each Friday.
And that's all we have for administrative reminders for the day. This has been Angelina Chavez.
And Brandon Patterson. Announcements are up next.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Chris Fletcher.
And I'm Diana Hernandez here with the morning announcements.
Don't forget to pre-order a yearbook.
If you don't pay one for ahead of time, you will likely not be able to get one at all.
We're looking at 40 pages of memories for the 2013 through 2014 school year.
Do not pass on this opportunity.
Yearbooks are only $20, so be sure to get one.
Also, this week is Counselor's Week.
So start gearing up for the first counseling team trivia question.
If you turn in the correct answer, one of the counselors will give you a piece of candy.
Today's question is, Miss Smith has a dog. What's her dog's name?
I'm gonna guess Killer.
We'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, Valentine's Day is a short few weeks away.
Just FYI, the PTA is sponsoring a Valentine's Day dance after school on the 14th.
Tickets are already on sale and go for the low price of $3.
The ticket price includes some drink and food.
You can get those at the Central Pod on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but only in advance and not the day of the dance.
Also, don't forget those times are the same times that they sell snacks after school.
Returning to the subject of dances, we have a reminder for the 6th grade.
There will be a spring dance sometime after TCAP testing and before spring break.
Sixth graders will not be allowed to attend if they have 2 or more level 1 referrals in the system starting the 27th Monday of January.
Watch yourself, people.
In the meantime, please continue to bring in box tops to support the PTA.
Our PTA works extremely hard for us to do cool stuff.
And you need to pay attention to the Word of the Week segments.
These are simple ways to remember how to approach certain test words.
Plus, there'll be red tickets handed out to those who are particularly good at explaining the words.
So keep on the lookout. So if you guys can be eligible for prizes.
That's it for now.
Stay tuned for the next installment of Word of the Week.
We're going with compare and contrast this week. This has been Chris Fletcher.
And Diana Hernandez. If clubs and events will follow that.
What you doing?
Building a Venn diagram. A Smilodon and a caribou.
You know, the saber-toothed Smilodon thing reminds me of Dr. Clayton.
Huh?
Yeah, you know how she's all scary, and if you're not careful, she'll bite off your head. You know, and this caribou reminds me of Mr. Everett, all big and fluffy.
Fair enough.
Oh, and then if you get Mr. Everett and Dr. Clayton and you squish them together, you get Mr. Nason.
Yeah. He is kind of terrifying, like a zombie, but then, he's like a Care Bear I used to watch when I was little all the time. I mean, it's so true.
Like, if you get Dr. Clayton, the aggressive one, and then you get Mr. Everett, the fluffy Care Bear, and then in the middle is Mr. Nason. If you mix them two together, I wonder if they're his parents.
Hello, Titans. This is Caleb Ricks.
And I'm Allison Hill with Clubs and Activities.
Mr. Cordova, King of the Geeks, will be running his computer club next Tuesday in the Cyber Cafe.
And on Wednesday, Drama Club will be meeting in the studio right after school to film Word of the Week.
7th grade Battle of the Books is now meeting every Thursday at lunch in room 141. Stop by to pick up a pass.
As for the other grades, prove your mettle by joining Warriors of the Battle of the Books.
That goes on in room 147 Wednesdays.
You can throw down in a literary rumble for your school.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Or create your own Terminator with a pre-engineering club and Mr. Anderson.
Then, on Thursday, you can join Environmental Club in room 120 and help save our planet.
As for the orchestra club, you guys only have one more week for no rehearsals.
Miss Bone, along with 3 of her own, will be performing with the Pikes Peak Honor Orchestra.
Or you can be part of putting together the 2013-2014 yearbook, which includes writing, copy, and taking pictures.
And of course, there's also Scratch with Miss Audison and her programming experts.
And as for a bit of change of pace, we have something for Friday as well.
National Junior Honor Society will be meeting in room 143.
Finally, don't forget that the activity bus is available for all after-school activities. This has been Allison Hill.
And Caleb Ricks. Sports is up next. Good morning, JSAA. I'm John Falcon.
And I'm Zaya Pulley with KRKT Sports.
We have one or two things going on.
First up, our boys rocked the court last Monday against Galileo.
A squad won to an extremely close game of 46-43.
And B squad had a 36-42 victory.
The game at West has been put to hold due to the burst water main.
That game will be rescheduled for either the 6th or the 13th.
In the meantime, they continue fighting this time against Maine at 4:30 on Wednesday, February.
Also, you can rally for our soccer team at Weston next Thursday.
And don't forget about yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday.
Fortunately, we're filming this on Friday, and we don't have a crystal ball, so congratulations. Insert team name here.
And well wishes to the athletes that will be participating in the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia from February 7th through the 23rd.
Go Team USA.
And that is it for JSA Sports. But before we go, we leave you with the joke of the day.
We'll do this in honor of Miss Smith's dog.
Why no dog wag his tail?
Why?
Because he has no one else to do it for him.
That is it for now. This has been Zaya Pulley.
And John Falcon, but before we go, please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America